So hello folks, how are you all? I hope you are well, fine and good, and a very good morning to all. And let us begin the session regarding the falling and the falling services, falling reserves and the bogeys of RBI's role. Okay, so in this analysis, we'll be discussing certain things regards with the current affairs as well as regarding with the RBI's news and India's foreign exchange rate and who are the investors and also who are the players who usually playing with the so-called amounts and how actually they are investing on that, and also we'll be discussing certain things regarding the misinformations which usually makes an error in everyone's mind, that how actually a lot of amount is been lot of amount, or you can say that transaction of amount is been taking place within the players, and who are the players, especially what are the different speculation which usually comes into our mind when we discuss about RBI's roles, policies, uh, and regulatory bodies, and especially with the intervention of banks. Okay, intervention of banks with an efforts of dealing with the investments, and also we'll be discussing about the norms norms of the market investors, and how actually different section of the article, different section of the judiciary has been taking place in return with the act of RBI 1934. Okay, so these are the certain things we'll be discussing in this video. So before that, I just want to say you all that if you are new to this channel, please subscribe the channel as soon as possible and get the latest update on your notification button on your phone. Okay, so let us begin the section of the three important topic, that is about central bank as a regulatory player and injury. The next is on speculation, and the next fourth is the RBI needs this sell. Okay, so these are the three things which we usually going to discuss on. So first is there is a widespread misconception, which I have already said, misconception that the Reserve Bank of India has been defeating India's foreign exchange to defend the rupee. Okay, the RBI cannot simply filters away India's foreign services. Okay, so India's foreign services not directly been impacted by RBI. Rather, it is been impacted by the investments, the trading, as well as how actually the the manifesto has been taking place, and the MOUs are been taking place with the country's finance, with the country's service exchanges, and which usually holds mostly in dollars by charging the nostro. Okay, so what is nostro? NSTRO. So nostro is just like I can say nostro is uh, I'll be saying it because you have Google Nostro accounts within the Federal Reserves, okay, of Bank of New York for the direct investment. So here it is also been written, but they suggest that RBI has defeated India's foreign services from 642 billion to 537 billion from September 8, 2021 to 30 September 2022 by intervening selling dollars in India's interbank forex market is manifestly errorless, or error we can say that, or wrong data. Okay, so before understanding this, you must and should have to take a in-depth study. Unless and until you will not study it for more than 4 to 5 times, you are it is even very difficult for me to even explain and for you to even understand. Okay, so just please read it twice, thrice, or may or make it extend, okay, how much possible, and get it understand regarding how actually the banks are been dealing with. See the like we have tradings, right? We have trading windows, so they are very crucial when we usually invest in trading windows, even in mutual funds. Okay, so how actually the situation is, where actually the situation isn't taking place, what are the graphs, or how actually the scenario is, when we should have to invest, when we should not have to invest. So all the things we must and should have to maintain, all the things we must and should have to note before dealing with our money, because money is an asset to us. Without that, no one is going to ask you single thing. Without that there is no frame for you. Without that there is there is no image of you in the society, because money says you that you are a citizen in the society. If you do not have that, no one is going to ask you a single thing. No one is even they usually criticize you in the sense of, hey, you, why you do not have money, so you must have, so you might have been an unemployed person, right? So here it comes unemployment ratio. So yes, it is totally distracting our concept. So let us begin this and stick with that concept itself. So therefore the RBI dominate the market, being the regulatory and the players and the injuries. Thus it is facial to argue that the dollar rupees rate in the market determined and the RBI has no role in it. Okay, we can say that. Then after the section 40 of the RBI Act 1934 in the transaction foreign exchange stipulate the central government orders the rate at which the RBI shall buy or sell forex banks. So, okay, so then after unauthorized person, this rate in turns will be governed. Okay, so it will be governed by India's obligation to the International Monetary Fund, or we can say IMF. Okay, so then after the dollar rupees rate has thus been subjected to national or to the United States from the British India. Okay, okay. So then after it is little wonder that the rupees falls from $8 to about $82 in 2022 from the from the November 1981. Okay, so when the IMF approved the biggest ever 5 billion special drawing right and $6.25 billion of the loan from India, although the $100 in door acts are far away that the target is achievable, but the homology of the dollar holder of the spam of poor rupees holder make them poorer till. Okay, so then after the forex market is regulated by RBI, which usually impregnable exchange control regulation. All the players banks are required to be square or near square in their forex position, spot or forward at the close of business hours each day. This overnight limit is prescribed for each bank by the RBI. Even during the day, the prescribed daylight limits cannot be breached. Okay, so then after the RBI enforces these limits strictly. So assume that on a particular day the RBI sells the intervention $1 billion in the market, and one bank buys these dollars to remit them abroad for improvement of goods and service customer. If that be so, then the funds would have gone abroad away, since the importer holding an import license can remit fund about to the market of as a matter of right. Okay, so 1 billion of forex reserve depletion is caused not only because of RBI's intervention but also because of import license granted by the Ministry of Commission, so which I have already discussed about. I hope you might be uh, getting a thing in your mind, that you might be getting a thing in your mind that why this person is reading all the things. So I have already said you it is very difficult to understand the things, so that's the reason why I have read for you. I hope still I think you have faced a problem, even I too have faced a problem, but still I just want to say you all that it is all depending on the market ratio, market situations. So to understand this, you must and should have to go what is the dollar rate. You must and should have to understand the dollar rate with the new governance and the Ministry of Governance who has the license to intervention acts and the policies under this. Okay, so this is the analysis which I can say you all. I hope you have all the videos, and I hope this is clearly visible to you all. So make it sure that you have understood the things very well, and it might be interesting to learn all the things. It might be difficult for you to even understand certain words and certain things. You can buffer in Google. So why you have said this video, why you have done this video? It is, this video is just meant to make you understand regarding what actually it says all about and how actually it says all about. So this is video you must have this. I hope you have enjoyed the session. So if you if any mistake which has been committed by me, I really apologize for that mistake, and I really sorry for that. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed the session. So thank you for watching my video. Thanks a lot.